Yo. So I was informed that it's better when people are able to see my face when I'm making these videos. So started doing them in the daytime. And I'm in a parked car because a train decided to park on the train tracks in front of me. So I figured what better use of my time than to make a video. I was also informed, let me see if I was not able to do that. I want to try to stitch this video together. Now that I think about it, I think I'll just post them both, and then it'll be like I posted 2 videos. But I had a very short list on things to talk about and why they're important. Well, the first one, I was at the shop for work Friday, and I got to work with my boss a little bit. And long story short, we're going through papers from like the early 2000s, and he's like, man, I wonder if there's anything about my accident in here. I'm like, I'll keep a lookout. He's like, I'm sure you've heard that story before. I'm like, kinda. So he was working in a bucket truck, and he was working over traffic, and a semi hit the bottom of the bucket. And he told me that. I was like, oh, so it like hit the elbow of the bucket truck? He's like, no, it hit the bottom of the bucket. Oh, you're good. You're good, other naked guy in the sauna. Hey, looking good, man. Hey. Sorry. So I'm like, did it hit the elbow of the bucket? He's like, no, it hit the bottom of the bucket. I'm like, oh, so it hit the truck. He's like, no, it hit the bottom of the bucket. I'm like, oh, as in it hit like the plastic fucking part where you're standing. Like the semi hit an inch or two below where his feet were. I'm like, holy shit. He's talking about how it like forced him into the fixture, and it like, no. I don't want that. What was the point of that story? I thought it was interesting, and I think it's important to practice safety. And he said, he mentioned, he was like, but I'm still here. I'm like, yeah, blessings, man. That's fucking crazy. I mean, to like, and I mean, luckily he was hanging from the arm where you attach your harness to. That's like, man. I mean, people go up there all the time without a harness, or I mean, sometimes without a harness. Maybe not over traffic, but no helmet. So he probably wasn't wearing a helmet. I don't know. I was like, that's some crazy shit, dude. That is some crazy shit. To be able to survive that. Yeah, thankfully he was locked into the arm, so he didn't fall, 20 feet on top of. Oh man, almost getting his head ripped off. That is crazy. Obviously nowadays he's huge on safety. It's a very big deal to him, and rightfully so. The other thing while I was at the shop was I was going through papers to just shred them, like they were just old, and then from the early 2000s there were a bunch of like photos. I want to say albums, but there was just like a bunch of photos wrapped in a rubber band, and it was kind of cool, honestly. I like old photos. They're pretty aesthetic, if you will. It was about like they would take pictures of you on your birthday. They'd give you a cake. It was just a small office back then, I guess. But it was just cool, I guess. I don't know. There's one guy that's still working here that was in the photos. I was like, hey, do you recognize this guy? He's like, just throw those in the fire. It was, I don't know. It was cool. I figured it would be kind of a crime to throw away photos like that, Like those are memories, whether they appear to be pretty pleasant. Just thought that was cool. It's like memories of the same place, but now I'm here, throwing away all the work that they did, which was another thing. Throwing away like all this paperwork that means nothing now, which, I mean, it probably needed to be done back then. But the fact that now it's like, it has the fate of being shredded, just got me kind of in my feels, man. I was thinking a little philosophically, and I was like, we're here, then we don't matter, and then we get shredded. I don't know. Maybe that's a little pessimistic, but it was a nice reminder of how temporary things are, and maybe if you're a piece of paper, you should make the most out of your life as a piece of paper. Maybe you should fill the page. Maybe you should fill both sides of the page. Listen, I'm still working on this part of the video. I don't really have a good life lesson for the paper thing yet, but I think I'm on the coattails of maybe a ghost. That's pretty much it. Per my last video, I was told my autistic ramblings are not, I was about to say not welcome, but maybe that is the word, not welcome. So I want to try to like have something of sustenance again. What was the sustenance of this video? I just told you a gruesome story to me because I know the guy, but don't throw away old photos. That's two things. That's good. That's pretty good. I don't think I had a bad cringy joke in this one. And to live your life as a piece of paper before you get shredded. We'll call that three things. All right.